Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Blind. In the last episode, we began the last story of the game, and Sonic the Hedgehog himself was killed by Mephiles, who, combined with Iblis to form Solaris, the timeless, indiscriminately destructive creature that aims to destroy the world as we know it. So with Sonic dead, it's not much of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 anymore. I guess it's just various other Hedgehogs 2006, but we were trying to gather up the Chaos Emeralds as all the other characters so that we could bring Sonic back to life, because apparently they have that power in this game, I guess. But today, we are going to be finishing up Sonic 06, so if you guys are excited to see what this game has left for us, if you guys are excited to see the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, please make sure to leave a like on the video down below. I really appreciate the support all the way throughout. Let's get started with the end of this game, and one of the last few loading screens we're gonna see. Whoa! Immediately, this looks really cool and really creepy.
Oh, Chaos Emeralds, gems of miracles, please heed my call.
It's like some demonic ritual, man. I'm scared.
I wish to save this world.
Tails is like, I'm out! I'm not messing with this!
To cleanse my father's sin, and I wish to talk to Sonic once again.
I can't tell if there was slowdown there, or if it was really just a creepily said line.
You have given me so many things. Now it is my time to return the favor. I care not what happens to me, but please heed my voice.
When did the Chaos Emeralds become this?
Come back to me, to us.
Wait a minute. No! Why? Why? And then he goes super. Why? I thought it was weird enough for the rest of the game that they were just like hinting at that type of stuff, but... Are you serious? Knuckles' little, completely clumsy jump. That's awesome. Really? I mean, he's super, and that's cool. Thanks for that, at least, but... I can't... What did they do? Why did they have to do that? I can't, like, bask in this moment where Sonic's come back to life, because that was how they did it. Man... Your fur, Sonic, right now is almost as yellow as Elise's legs, dude. Oh, we're sharing the power? Everybody's going super? I'm digging it. I dig it. I dig it. Okay. The editing. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have really conflicted feelings right now, because going super with Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, that's awesome! But everything that, oh my god, it looks like some 6th grader's art project! Did you guys ever have art classes in elementary school where you got to play with clay and you'd make, like, random, like, robot sculpture things? I swear I made one that looks just like that. Okay. Thrust right into the mission. There's no build-up to it, I guess. We are going to defeat Solaris.
Is the sign of a super-dimensional life form. Standard attacks won't work on him.
He eats
Dimensions.
he eats dimensions for lunch. That is hilarious. Okay. How do I do anything? What happened?
That's probably the light shells that can be seen.
No. Okay, I pressed triangle and I guess I switched to Shadow. I really do not know what is going on right now. I would love to go forward, actually. If I could go forward, I would be the happiest camper alive. But it looks like Shadow has got like a Chaos Spear, and I can go ahead and shoot that at his arm, but I can't go forward right now. For some reason, Shadow only goes left to right, because forward is just way too mainstream for someone as edgy as Shadow. So, whatever that is, I guess we're going to have to deal with it. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and Chaos Spear the day away, because they said we have to get rid of the, light spears on, like, his side or something? I really don't know. It looks like this isn't doing very much, though. So let's go ahead and switch over to, Silver and see what's up with him. Now, I wonder So does Silver just have telekinesis? Whoa, holding down R1, it certainly looks like it. Can I grab rocks or something? Or I'm hitting square, nothing's happening. So yes, it looks like I have to grab rocks, and then can I throw them at him immediately, or what? Square. Oh god. Apparently I've got to keep holding down R1 forever, or else I'm just gonna get a big old rock to the face. There we go. Oh, but it looks like it just ran into some other rocks. Okay. Okay. I see what's going on. I see the dealio. Wait for the opening, and bam! It did nothing. Nothing discernible, at least that I can tell. So, let's run over to the side here, and there's a laser. Can I shoot him now? Nope, it got hit by the laser. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, not entirely sure what to do. It said destroy the light things on his side, right? Is that his glowy arms, or what? There's nothing, like, on, like, his actual, like, his torso side that I can get, right? It looks like your rings just reset every time you, Oh, I can hit square and that happens. Alright, I gotcha. So it looks like Sonic is the only one who can, just charge up to him like that. That's okay. I gotcha. But until then, what am I supposed to do? Because it looks like every time he runs up, I can't really get around him because he just follows me. And every time I run up, he just does that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit triangle. We're going to switch back over to Shadow and see if we can take out this big old arms of his. And yeah, it doesn't even look like our rings are going down every time we switch. It just kind of, you just kind of recharge every single time you change characters. So that's nice, I guess. Kind of makes this boss fight a little bit cheesable, if I do say so myself. But, you know, who am I to judge boss fights? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about no boss fights, except that Solaris here looks very not intimidating. Like I said, he looks like an art project or something, man. He doesn't even have a face, he doesn't have anything really demonic about him, he's just this big old silver gray, like, kind of badly textured, gross enemy. Oh man, he looks like he'd give good hugs though, those giant arms of his, doesn't he? He totally does, right? Right. Anyway, what even, like, are we... What, is this doing anything? Is this... It doesn't look like it's doing anything because he just holds up his arm and the force field things pop up, so I'm not entirely sure I'm making any good progress here. Although, I am looking at his health bar now and it looks like we took down some health somehow. I have no idea how, but I guess we did it. We made it! Hooray! We did damage at some point. I don't know when. I guess probably as Sonic, we accidentally, like, flew through his arm while we had invincibility frames or something. So let's switch over to,
Use the triangle button to switch with me.
Use the triangle button! Yeah, they yell the button? Okay. That kinda, breaks the fourth wall just a tiny bit, you know? But I guess we're gonna switch over to Silver and see if he can't make any more progress. Oh, it looks like Silver's doing damage. So are we just gonna have to fight the whole thing as Silver, or what? Is there some color-coded scheme going on here that I have to know which character to be using at what moment? Because I sure as heck do not understand. But let's just chuck another rock at this dude, see what that does. Yeah, it looks like he can't block, like, underneath, so I'm cool with that. If you want to go ahead and just keep letting these things hit you right in the crotch region. Do giant demons have crotch regions? I really don't know. It looks like this one does, though, and it looks like that is his weak point. And, why is, like, his world not playing? This song is really not doing it for me. I understand it's supposed to be, oh, climactic, the end of the world, bah, it's the apocalypse, gotta be super serious or whatever, but I'm not feeling the orchestrated generic stuff right now. I totally want his world right now. That would totally be more entertaining, more climactic, in my personal opinion. Either way, looks like we're running low on rings, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Sonic and hope that somehow we can do what we need to do, because, like, I'm just not... Wait, okay, if I press square, am I locked into dashing at him the entire time? Because it kind of looks like that's the case, and that I am not super into. Oh, I was holding it the entire time that time, so I'm not entirely sure. Let's try once more! And yeah, I can't break out of it if I start a dash, so I guess I have to commit to it if I really want to dash at Solaris. What the heck is going on here, man? I don't understand a single thing that's happening. And what they say? The light pillars on the side of his body? Like, I don't get it exactly. Okay, sorry about that small interruption. We are still here with Shadow, just kind of chilling, just kind of doing whatever. And I really am still not... Wait a minute. Hold on, I just held R1 for a second, and there was something in my view earlier, so I wasn't, I guess I just wasn't paying attention to the right side of the screen, but when I hold R1, the meter gets charged up in the bottom. Does that mean anything? Does that do damage? No, that doesn't do damage. Why doesn't that do damage? Come on, man, can I throw a hedgehog a bone, man? I'm just trying to destroy an evil monster creature thing that wants to devour the entire Earth. What's the problem? God, if that doesn't do damage, then how do I do damage? Do I have to, like... let's try it as silver, I guess? I don't really know. Alright, and throw some rocks. And I forgot you have to keep holding R1 while you have these space rocks, because apparently they're different from normal rocks. And it looks like, even if it hits him on the arm here, it still does damage to him. So I suppose we're just gonna stay as silver for a little while. Oh my gosh, we cracked his arm! Oh, so you just have to sit here and wait and keep throwing rocks for all of eternity, and that's the strategy here. Nothing fancy, just rocks on top of rocks. Man, if you got me some generic gray/brown gun boxes, ooh, Solaris, you would be feeling the heat, because I know my way around a gray gun box, let me tell you what. So let's throw that at his forearm. Of course, the weak point of any demon ever. If you ever come across a demon, kids, they tell you can't punch ghosts or supernatural beings or whatever. This is true unless you punch him in the forearm. Punch him in the forearm, it's over. You'll have to do it about 10,000 times, and it's going to take you about 15 minutes to do, but you punch them in the forearm, they will be kneeling before your holy power, I promise you. Just kidding. If you ever see a demon or a ghost or whatever, you know who to call. Anyway, I guess we're still just doing some of this action. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Sonic now. So if I hold R1 as Sonic, is that? Yeah, it's charging up. I'm not sure what it's doing exactly, because if I go ahead and... Whoa, okay. Whoa. Oh, it looks like Sonic's useful after all. I thought Sonic was going to be, like, completely useless, because when you charge at him normally, it doesn't do anything. He just blocks it or whatever, and you can't even damage him. But now, we can charge right into his shiny little underbelly core thing, and it doesn't actually look like it's doing anything. So maybe we do have to take out his other forearm first, because the forearm, of course, as you guys know, is the source of a demon's energy. So let's go ahead and get rid of that as quickly as possible. Looks like he's blocking it, but I assume this is still doing damage at least to... Oh no, it's doing damage to him. Because I guess we took out his other arm. Sure. You know what? Let's do it with Shadow. I love Shadow, man, and I love his Chaos powers, too. And this totally fits for him during this fight. I understand Silver's telekinetic, and his telekinetic powers should be what he uses in the end, I guess. But, man, Shadow on that Chaos power, ooh, unstoppable. There goes his other arm! And, ew! Stop! Why is he pinching with his fingers like that? That's nasty, Solaris. Stop it, dude. I understand you don't really know your boundaries, what with being an evil demon trying to destroy the universe and all. But, I gotta say, if you could keep the pinchy action to yourself, that would be much appreciated. I don't need no pinching, I don't need no gyrating. His hands look like they're made of jelly, too. Ugh. That's nasty, man. So is that gonna do damage? I don't think it did. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to Sonic and see if this can. Looks like we did something right. So yeah, even though you start as Sonic, I guess you're not supposed to start attacking as Sonic. Oh, there we go! Right in the kisser! Right in the kisser, by which I mean his crotch. I hope he doesn't kiss with his crotch, because that would make family reunions a little bit awkward. But, yeah, it looks like you're not supposed to start attacking as Sonic, which makes me question why they make you start out as Sonic if you're not supposed to start the fight with him. But anyway, ooh, we broke open his, like, chest plate thing. Oh, ew. Look at the gross lava core. Oh, his face is gone too, man. Jeez, Solaris. You look better than ever. You should thank me for what I'm doing here today. Boom, hit him one more time. And he really looks like an alien, actually, after all this. Maybe he finally is taking his final form or something. Who knows? Probably everybody who's played this game, but anyway, let's go ahead and let him stop firing his laser, smack him right there, and we can get one more in before we run out of rings, I believe. Come on, charge on up. I assume he's going to shoot his laser one more time, but that's fine. It doesn't pose any threat at all, because we can just supersonic speed out of the way. Yeah, this dash function doesn't really do anything except make the background move so fast it makes you sick. Because he can keep up with any speed just fine, being Satan or a demon or whatever the heck he is. But there he goes! Down goes Solaris!
Is it over?
No,
It's not over yet.
Dialogue pacing. Featuring edginess.
It's not gonna be that easy.
Whoa, he totally looks like a Hylian shield now. 50 rupees and we beat the game. Time to go cut some grass for the next 10 minutes of this episode. Stop the out-of-control Solaris! Oh my gosh. Couldn't go one last time without a cheesy title card. Whoa. Come on, Eggman, you gotta have some faith in us, man. 3 super hedgehogs, we got him, easy. That did like an 1/8 of his health, oh my gosh. Okay. A large, powerful consciousness? No, why am I flying so slow? It did this exact same amount of damage. That's his core! The core of him! That's obviously his core that you were already attacking! Yes, the core of the being is the core. Thank you for the tips, 3 random people who had to point the same obvious thing out. Although, I was not exactly excelling at this boss fight earlier because I was a little bit confused, so perhaps I should be thankful. In the words of a famous falcon who might be able to help us here. And oh my gosh, it like lagged for a second, so I was a bit concerned that we were going to have a little bit of a redo, but that's not the case. Instead, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. Doing absolutely nothing, apparently. Can I only... Oh, no! So the first one looked like it got blocked by a shield or something, but the second one and the third one did damage. So, you know what? Solaris, keep on doing your thing. Keep on flapping them wings, man, because I have got all the time in the world. That's a lie. Technically, we have almost no time to destroy you, even though you're timeless, and I really don't understand how defeating you here is going to defeat you forever if you exist always and for all of eternity. How did you get sealed in the first place? That's what I don't understand. Oh, man. Must have had some powerful hedgehogs of days past. But now, we just go ahead and fire another Chaos Spear. That's what that's called, right? I believe that's Shadow's ability, at least if I remember correctly from... Whoa, my god, it's a Skrillex concert! Holy crap, dude! Alright, chill out with the giant ray beams. I am not ready for this. I just want to sit down and read a book with my friends this weekend. Is that okay? Is that okay by you? God dang, this version of Solaris looks a little... Who said that? Was that Shadow? I have no idea who that was. I thought that was Solaris for a second, but I was like, wait, this thing doesn't have a mouth, it only has a core that's been mentioned to me several times. So, I don't think him talking would make very much sense. And you know what? We're gonna attack this guy one time with silver, just for posterity, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. And there we go. And there we go. And he got shot with lasers, so that did absolutely nothing. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to Sonic now, because whoa, okay. Gotta give me a second to get ready there, Solaris. That's not fair. I know you're trying to destroy the universe and all, but you gotta play fair, man. What's a victory mean if you're gonna cheat? Nothing. Duh. Cheaters never win, Solaris, and I'm gonna show you that with my... Oh, God! Ah, I'm dying! Ow! Okay, I'm sorry I talked all that smack earlier. I'm sorry! Spare me, man! Solaris, calm down! Jeez. That's actually pretty crazy and difficult to avoid, and that did no damage, so what is going on? Maybe I have to, like, switch to another character now or something? Yeah, I assume! Well, maybe it's bad to assume. Everybody knows what happens when you assume, but, maybe, like... you can only damage him at certain times with certain characters or something? I'm not quite sure what's going on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, if there are different modes to this boss fight, he's in his shadow mode right now, and I'm gonna switch to silver before I die. Looks like that is the pain of this boss fight, except, unlike other Sonic boss fights, there's no, like, balloons or rings that you have to collect during this one. You just kinda switch between the characters, you know? Which makes it kind of trivially easy, unlike the English language, apparently. So wait for him to stop his laser light show. I appreciate the free entertainment, by the way. And boom! There we go! Silver protected everyone's future, just as... possibly... No, not Blaze, because she's gone. Blaze is still dead, man. That makes me sad. Ah! But there we go! We took down Solaris! The final boss of this game! We've beaten Sonic 06! I think. Yes, we have! Oh my gosh, and Sonic is the only one posing, of course. Gotta take all the credit for what the other hedgehogs did at least 50% of, but... just made it with an A rank, ending off the game. Even though that's behind the face cam box. So I totally got a triple S rank, guys. We went out with a bang. There we go. That's Sonic 06. And apparently defeating an invincible demon with infinite power is as easy as having the Chaos Emeralds. Of course, why not in the Sonic universe? But there we go. We got a Soliana Act Medal. And all episodes cleared. That does it for Sonic 06. And yes, now we can watch all these cutscenes in the theater room. I'm never going to watch a cutscene from the last episode. Why would I ever do that? From all the cutscenes we've seen so far, in fact, I'd like to forget everything that's happened in the last episode. Yes, cancel the save operation. If I'm trying to forget, I don't want to save, obviously. Ooh, pretty. What is this awkwardness? They're all like, yeah, I don't know how to react. Pretty looking though, isn't it? Ooh, man. It's so cool. The 3 hedgehogs going super. I respect it. That boss fight. Eh. What is happening, though? Oh, is that the, like, flame of whatever that she... Is that the flame of disaster? What is going on?
No. That is the true Solaris.
Solaris, turn off your high beams, bro. That's impolite. Also, you're a lot more handsome as this than you were as that giant gooey blob monster a second ago.
Look, Elise.
I bought a new hat. Do you
This
like
is
it?
Solaris,
Dad, that's a cup.
flame of hope.
It's so beautiful.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world will change.
Everybody's gonna die!
And move through history. People will be able to rectify past mistakes and avoid bitter fate.
Will we be able to see Mama?
Yes, Elise. We'll both be able to see your mother once again.
Got a problem with letting go, my man. So he's the true villain, because he, like, ended up sparking all the events that almost destroyed the world. Actually, they kind of did, now that we're floating in limbo. Like, where is the world? It's all... Did it all get eaten by that fireworks show at the end there, or what? Oh?
This is where everything began. Who knew such a tiny flame could bring such devastation?
Only you can prevent dimension-wide world fires. So is this...
If we put out this flame, Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right?
Wait. Sonic's like, yeah, hurry! Blow it out, make a wish, yay!
But our encounter... You and I will never meet. It will never have happened.
So if they blow that out, we go to the past and none of this ever happened?
To tell the truth,
Go on.
I don't care what happens to the world.
What is wrong with you? That's awful!
Elise, just smile.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I'm touched. My heart. I'm about to cry, guys. I'm about to cry and maybe vomit a little. Will your legs turn back to a normal human color if you blow that out? Hey, we're back to the beginning cutscene, because guess what? None of that game ever happened. None of it. It's all gone. It's all gone. Off in the ether, off in space, off in... It disappeared. Just like my faith in humanity. Gone. What? Okay, I get... Why? But no, nothing good ends like that, though. What? Are you serious? Watch, let me guess. She's gonna have a little flicker of like, hey, I recognize him somehow, and that'll be it. Oh my god, Sonic, calm down. Injuring pedestrians left and right. And no, her legs didn't change back. Unfortunate.
Miss Elise? It felt like someone was calling me. I'm sure it's just the wind. Of course. But it felt so familiar somehow.
Elise, your face is weird. Sorry. Sorry. That was mean. But, like... Are you kidding me? Smells like cheese. Smells like corn. Smells like... None... But... Wait, is Blaze alive? I'm almost okay with this ending if Blaze is still alive. Almost. Not quite. Not nearly. Nowhere near okay with this ending. That was so dumb! What? Are you kidding me? God, the last episode. Okay. Very long drawn out note. Ladies and gentlemen, I messed up my hair. And that was Sonic 06. The game that erased its own existence because it realized what it was doing was so dumb. Oh my god. Okay. This episode actually has been the most, like, roller coastery train wreck of emotions for me, honestly. Because it started out, within the first, like, 3 minutes, Elise was kissing Sonic, and man, that ain't okay. That ain't the Sonic I know, man. And Elise, and Sonic, and Elise, and... I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and erase that from my memory forever. Just like this game erased itself from everybody's memory forever. And then what? Like, they retconned the entire game. None of this happened. And of course, Elise is never in another Sonic game, which I'm pretty dang thankful for, because she is the most non-character, like... No, why is it playing this one? No! Stop! I can't look. I'm not old enough for this, man. Someone shield my eyes. But, okay, so Sonic 06, I guess You guys know how I felt about that last story, right? That was ridiculous on top of ridiculous. But the game in general, I guess I should give my thoughts on it. First of all, I would like to thank you all so much for watching and for sticking with me throughout this project. I've had, and a lot of you are going to say, what? When I say this, I've actually had a lot of fun recording and playing through Sonic 06. Now, that's not to say it's like a good game, or it's highly underrated or whatever, because I would make neither of those claims ever. But, I had a lot of fun playing through it. Probably mostly because, I had a really lighthearted experience through it. Like, I was laughing and trying to have fun the entire time, because you guys were there with it through me, posting funny comments down below and stuff like that. And, it was a lot of fun sharing the experience with you guys, especially a lot of you, knew what was gonna happen throughout the game, and they're like, oh, you were like, oh boy, I can't wait for Brian to get to this part, or I can't wait to see this, or aha, that was... it was funny when you did the ball puzzle, or when you fought Silver and couldn't do anything, or whatever. That was all great, and it was probably also because, the amount of time it took me to complete this game. Like, I never sat down for, like, 8 hours and just played Sonic 06 the entire time. I'm sure I would have a different opinion of this game if I did. But that was... wacky. It was like a so bad it's good kind of thing. The emotionless faces of the characters, the stupid dialogue half the time. The glitches were hilarious to me. I never ran into any that made the game, like, really unplayable and really frustrating, so that's probably part of it, but I thought it was hilarious watching all the glitches. And, all that sort of stuff. There was some good music in this game, though. His World, which I'm not sure why that wasn't playing in, the final boss fight, actually. That makes no sense to me. Sorry about that, technical difficulties once again, but that makes no sense to me. Why was it playing that, like, generic orchestrated song in the final boss fight? Unless it changed in Phase 2 and I didn't notice because my TV's kind of quiet, but I don't know, man. His World is pretty good. There's some other tracks in this game that are pretty good, so it's got that going for it. Graphically, for a PS3 game, at least, the villains, kinda, the plot, kinda, Eggman is disgusting! On screen right now, Eggman is the grossest version of himself that he ever has been or he ever will be. Like, how can you take a man shaped like an egg with a giant cartoon mustache and like gold nipple button things and try to make him look all serious like that? It's just not gonna work. That'll never work. A million times out of a million, that's not going to work, but they did it, and they gave him disgusting eyes that we were never meant to see as human beings, and we've all been scarred by the Eggman. So let's take each other's hands, take a deep breath, and forget it ever happened. Well, Sonic 06 has a lot of flaws, and that's the end of that statement. It's definitely a very flawed game. Did not like Elise too much. A lot of people are a fan of the plot, but I think it took itself really, really, like, too seriously, you know? There wasn't very much, comedy or, like, attitude in this game at all. It was mostly just, the world is gonna end, everything is so serious, gotta be serious 100% of the time, because we are adults doing adult hedgehog things. Why am I getting so fired up over this? I don't know, I may never know. What is this song? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ignore whatever this is. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of the plot personally. A lot of people say, like, the plot was the only good thing about Sonic 06, but the fact that, well, first of all, Blaze got a complete character rework from Sonic Rush, which I don't approve of, because Blaze was super cool in that game. Second of all, the plot eats itself, and it was super confusing the whole time, what with the time-traveling stuff, and there's a bunch of plot holes, and, like, that Chaos Emerald, I'm pretty sure that he just gave to Elise. Someone posted a comment, like, that Chaos Emerald is just gone. Like, it disappeared forever after that. So, I really don't know. Not too big of a fan of the plot. The glitches, of course, that's there. That's objectively, I guess, a bad thing in the game, but I thought they were hilarious, and I had a lot of fun with them. And, it was a fun ride. In its own special Sonic 06 kind of way, you know? It wasn't like, oh my god, I want to sit down and play some Sonic 06 because that's the best game in this world. It was more like, I want to sit down and play some Sonic 06 and just laugh at all the goofy stuff that I know is going to happen. Because it's a gift that keeps on giving until it stops. Well, that metaphor didn't really go anywhere, but, It was... You always knew, always going into an episode of Sonic 06, I knew there was going to be some funny dialogue, like the soldier who messed up his line and they kept that in, or some, like, badly acted cutscene or something like that, or some glitch, or just something. I knew something was going to go awry, or go haywire, and be absolutely funny and entertaining to watch, and there always was, man. I can always count on you, Sonic 06, you'll always be here for me. Just giving me something that lifts my spirits up. What else? Oh yeah, I should probably talk about the different stories and what I thought about them. Sonic's was definitely my favorite, because it was the quickest gameplay, the most fast-paced, the most action-heavy, and the most glitch. It had the highest proclivity for finding glitches, I found, just because of probably the rate you're running at. Shadow's a little bit slower, more combat-heavy. Silver's, oh my god, Silver's story is not... I was not a fan. Not a fan at all. It's just so tedious because you're throwing boxes the entire time and you move so slowly that the levels are all built around you throwing boxes and nothing else. There's no interesting platforming. There's no really interesting platforming. I guess it's like, oh, I hovered over this pit that Sonic and Shadow couldn't get over. Whoopee! Telekinetic powers. Let's throw some more boxes, because that's the only thing that you could possibly do with an amazing power like that. Not a fan of Silver's story. Shadow's story, Sonic's was definitely the most fun, but overall, I had a ton of fun in this project, and it's thanks to you guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this project, please make sure to leave a like on the video down below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot. I appreciate all your support, and I appreciate you watching through Sonic 06. So with that, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I had a fantastic time, and I will see you guys next time.